took your shot. I've been having deja vu. Try to catch me off guard.
Welcome to the DeanVonMusic podcast show, broadcasting live from Las Vegas, Nevada.
Just not the kind you want. At night when you dream of me, think of the possibilities. You better choose carefully, 'cause I won't show you mercy. You in the dark.
My next guest is none other than Lana Love. Lana is a contemporary pop artist based in Los Angeles, California, originally from Atlanta, Georgia. She is a classically trained singer, songwriter, pianist, dancer, and actress. Her first EP, Lana Love, was released in 2021. Lana was recently on the nationally acclaimed NBC's The Voice in Battle 2022. Lana received huge recognition from the stars of the show, John Lennon and Blake Shelton, about her amazing voice and performances on the show.
On your tongue, but I'm the hero one. Baby, I'm into you. Won't get richer when you dream of me. Think of the possibility. Didn't know.
And welcome to the DeanVonMusic podcast show. And my next guest is a sensation. She is a classically trained singer, pop artist based in Los Angeles, originally from Atlanta, Georgia. And she's had a lot of fame. She's done a lot of stuff. She was on Law & Order, if you ever watched Law & Order, the TV show. She did some production there, and she did some work with Netflix. And she's a dancer, and she's an actress. And we're going to talk a little bit about her music career. So if you're joining us tonight, you can call in live and talk to Lana Love, and you can talk to myself if you want. But we are giving away the coveted DeanVonMusic podcast mug tonight. So I got Lana in the green room tonight. They're serving her drinks. Well, hopefully they're taking care of her. So let's bring her in. Here she comes. Hey, there she is, Lana Love, live. Lana Love is live. Lana Love is live. I like that. Rolls off the tongue. How are you doing, Lana, tonight?
Well, I'm doing great. I mean, I just got applauded in here, and I was not expecting that. So
this is the live show. You know, this is the Johnny Carson show. You come on and you get the audience, and you get the fun, the live vibe.
You know what? I should just have a button in my room to wake me up with applause. Like, that should be my new alarm.
So how was your day today? Busy?
It was busy. It was good. It flowed. It was creative. Yeah. So, yeah. How was your day?
My day was, I don't know, I was down in the pool just relaxing. And, I don't do much before a show. I get everything prepped and I just go relax in the pool.
Well, you look tan.
I've been out in the pool just relaxing, having a beer and a shot of whiskey or whatever it takes me to get ready for this thing.
That's right.
And I got all kinds of information on you. This would be a 4-hour show. This could be a 4-hour show. You've done some acting, you've done some singing, you've done some dancing, you've done a lot of stuff. And you look fairly young, and I'm not going to ask you how old you are, but you've done a lot of stuff in your young life that I can see.
I do whatever they pay me for.
Whatever they pay. I'm sure this doesn't cover. This probably just covers your highlights, I'm guessing.
Sure.
And I talk to musicians, mostly music. This show's all about music. I do country artists, rap artists, hip hop. And you got a little bit of that going on in the background there. You got some really cool songs. And I watched all your videos, and very exciting. And I kind of have them queued up. We'll play whatever you want. And I know you're going to talk a little bit about some of the business stuff on the copyright issues and things like that. So we will get into that just as soon as everybody finds out who you are.
Sounds good. Awesome. I'm excited. Let's dive in.
So let's dive in. So let's take it all the way back. Now, you're a Disney star going way back, and you got involved in TV fairly early on, I'm thinking. And it's telling me you're across multiple entertainment verticals. And I'm guessing that is across different genres like TV, film, acting, dancing, singing, all that. But take me back to the beginning when you were a kid and you were like, what do I want to do with my life? Something like that. Go ahead.
Yeah. Well, first I say with Disney Star, okay, I did Disney Cruise Line. All right. So I don't know if I want to, just throwing that out. That was my first gig out of college, but we can get to that. And then TV later down the line. But I started as a kid. I was like 4 years old, and my mom I think she like won a piano or something. And so we just have one in the living room. Like,
I have a piano.
There's just like a piano sitting there, and she used to play Phantom of the Opera when she was pregnant with me and hold it up to her belly. And for some reason, I popped out of the womb. Oh, cheers. Well, if we're going to do that, I got hot cocoa.
You got your hot cocoa, but it is 3 hours ahead. You're in is it New York?
Yeah.
You're in New York, man. The famous New York. And, I won't get into the details of where you are in New York because I don't want anybody to track you down. But you are 3 hours ahead. So we're looking at 7, 8, 9 o'clock tonight.
Yeah, I'm like getting ready for, like, after this, I'm going to bed, y'all.
Oh,
grandma.
my God. Okay.
I know.
All right.
I'm such a grandma. But anyhow.
Okay. Go ahead.
But yeah, I started in classical music, and I ended up kind of actually picking out Phantom of the Opera on the piano when I was like 4. And so my mom was like, no one's musical in my family, so it was just odd. And so from there, I started with classical training and opera, and then I slowly degraded to musical theater, and then which I won't call that a degradation, but then I did degrade to pop music. I will say that.
That's
so I was kind of like, I don't know, but I went from 20 chords to 4. We'll say that.
Right. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah. So that was kind of my path, my trajectory, and I went to musical theater school in New York.
Yes, you were classically trained, it says right here.
I did, yeah. And I ended up, get to the Disney Cruise Line. My first job out of college was Disney Cruise Line. And then from there worked for Warner Brothers and all the, we'll say all the major networks.
Yeah, all the major networks.
And then one day I came back from a tour I was doing, or I was doing a film in China as a dancer, because I could get paid more as a dancer because there were more jobs. And I was like, oh, well, there's only like one lead singer, but like I could just get good enough to, audition as a dancer, and then they'll call me back to understudy the lead. So that was like my strategy as a musical theater person. And so I danced for many years, and I got back from China. I did this crazy film in China. We don't actually need to get into that, but let's just say I got a worm, came back, and the very next day I met Nacho Cano, who's a very famous Spanish pop music artist. He was like the Britney Spears of Spain in the 80s.
Oh, I did watch the documentary, by the way.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Yes, I did. A little bit of it. I couldn't understand it.
I know, yeah. It's like me and Hans Zimmer at the end of that. It was
that's a big name. Hans Zimmer.
Yeah, it was pretty bonkers. But anyhow, I met him at a coffee shop. And he goes, "Do you sing?" And I was like, "Yes." And I was actually catering at the time. And he goes, "Okay, well, come back to my place with my friends, and you're going to learn this song." Now, any 24-year-old should know to never do that. Please don't ever do that. But I did. And I ended up in this crazy apartment that I was like, oh my God, it was Domingo Zapata's apartment. And he's a very famous painter with the pandas and the X's over the eyes in New York.
Oh my God, yeah.
So I'm in his apartment. I'm like, oh my God, this is crazy. It was right on the corner of like Mott, which is Soho area, very ritzy apartment.
Right.
And Nacho plays the song and he goes, "Okay, so you learn it. We take a coffee and we'll be back in 20 minutes. And I was like, okay. So he just leaves me in the apartment. I learn the song on the keys and I sing it for him when he comes back. And I said, you could actually make these lyrics a little bit better. And he goes, "Oh, what do you have in mind?" And so I just kind of riffed, and he goes, "Okay, you got 24 hours, come back, and if I like it, we work." And I worked on that project for the next 3 years of my life. So that was how that was my path of going from like musical theater to actually writing the song. And then I thought, oh, well, if I can do this for someone else, I could do it for myself. So that was kind of the natural progression.
Was that when you discovered that you had that talent, or did you already know before?
I wrote songs as a kid.
Okay.
And I was obsessed with John Legend, which is funny.
Oh, okay. And then you ended up on the show with him, right?
I did.
The Voice.
I did.
Talk about that later.
Yeah, there was like a little seed planted when I was a kid when Ordinary People came out. That was like the one piano song that I could just like play and sing, and you know, I loved it. So but I didn't know I was a professional. I didn't know that I could do it professionally until that moment.
And then when did the dancing come in? You know, it says you were a dancer, and that just kind of was like were you doing videos back then as well, or just give me a little rundown?
Yeah, I started when I was a kid, but I was never great at it. It wasn't like my, you know, I'm a dancer. I was more like, I'm a singer that can move.
Gotcha. Okay.
But in college, I decided, oh, well, I want to play the leading lady. So I just started taking classes, you know, 3-4 hours a day. And I became a dancer later on in my life. But I had to work hard at it.
You do any ballet?
I did. Yep.
You know, I heard that helps you to become a better dancer.
Yeah, stand up. Here's first position. No, I'm just kidding.
Now let's go back to your, you had a debut EP, Lana Love, and you headlined a PBS broadcast tribute to your mentor, Frank Fetta.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, her mentor, Frank Fetta. And you collaborated with Netflix, NBC, Disney, Warner Brothers, and more, and served as a key lyricist and assistant director, what you just talked about, Making Malinche, with Nacho Cano and Hans Zimmer. So tell me a little bit about that whole rundown. You released your debut EP about the time you did all that. So without me knowing really what happened there, give me a rundown on the EP and all that.
Yeah, well, actually, I had written parts of Malinche 7 years prior.
Okay.
So it finally came out while all of this dropped kind of at the same time when I was on The Voice. So it was pretty wild.
It was a busy year for you.
Yeah, I think it was like 2021. It was like during the pandemic.
Oh my God, geez, what a horrible time.
It was pretty.
But a lot of time to do a lot of behind the scenes stuff.
Yeah, I definitely, you know, I just kept working. I just kept like cutting my teeth on things. And, but you said like what was the rundown of what, The Voice or?
Well, you came out with the EP.
Oh, yes. Yes.
And then I was just kind of like, I was trying to blend it all together, but you just kind of told me.
Yeah, well, I was actually living in New York, and then I moved 2019 to Los Angeles, and I got a botch record deal, all smoke and mirrors, and they were like, you know, just pretty, like all the terrible things that you hear about LA, like that's exactly what happened. It was like, wow, this sucks. So, and then pandemic hit, and I had to get rid of all of my music because I needed to cut ties with them. And so, you know, there's a lot of con artists in this business, as we all know.
Oh, yeah. I was going to talk about that.
Yeah, I can't wait. And so I decided, okay, I'm just going to make my own table. And I'm going to cut some wood, go source it, cut it, and build a table and invite the best to sit at it.
There you go. There you go. Well, let's get right into how you met John Legend.
Yeah, let's do it.
You know, only because you ended up on The Voice, as we all know. And I want to just kind of lead me into that and have that all happen.
Yeah, so this was after, you know, PBS. I had done this hour-long, every genre show, which was really cool because I went from opera to pop to original stuff. And it was this really cool collaboration with the Symphony at Redlands. And Frank Fetta was my mentor, and that was his actual last dying wish. He died right after we did that concert, and it was for him in honor of his work with the Redlands Bowl Symphony. So I was kind of coming off of that, and to be honest...
Redlands, is that Redlands, California?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. I just want to clarify that.
Yeah, have you been?
No, I haven't.
Oh, you got to get out there. It's gorgeous.
Sounds amazing.
It really is. And it was just one of my favorite experiences
like
to date.
Like a theater? Like a big outdoor theater? Or is it?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it's like 6,000 seats, outdoor amphitheater. And that night, it was just like not a dry eye in the house. Like it was really about him. It
Gotcha.
wasn't about me, but I just happened to, he was my mentor. So it was really an honor of him. And so The Voice found me from one of the videos from that concert and, called me and said, "Hey, are you available next week?" And at that time, I was kind of getting out of music. I've tried to get out of music many times in my life.
So many times. I hear that all the time.
Yeah. Yeah. So
and your voice is so amazing. So I can't imagine you wanting to get out.
Well, talent has nothing to do with whether or not you make it or not.
Yeah, I got you. It's the business. It's the timing. It's who you know.
Yeah.
I'm not going to finish that line, but it's who you know.
Yeah, it's who you know.
I got you.
So anyway,
and you're on The Voice. So you meet
I was
John
on
Legend.
The Voice. I met John. Yep, he picked me, and
that's right. You were
still in my life.
Legend.
So
that's cool. Right. You're Team Legend, not Blake Shelton.
No, I was not.
Did you want to be on Blake's team, or did you want to be on John's team?
It's funny. Backstage.
Or did you have a choice?
Well, I don't know how much I'm supposed to say, but I don't. Not that I don't care. I do care, but
it's a podcast show.
I just want to tell you the truth.
Tell me the truth.
So, they kind of like gear you toward, maybe you should like this person, choose this person. And for me, there was a piano, and I just sat down at the piano right before I went on and started playing Ordinary People, just like by memory, when I was a kid. Yeah. I used to play that song, and I was like, oh, that's interesting. And right before I went on, it was kind of like I had already known that they were out of 4-chair turns.
Really?
By the time I had auditioned. So I knew it was going to be slim pickings for me. Because we go in order.
Okay.
And they pick your order. You're going on day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4. And if you're toward the end, then all the slots are taken.
Oh, okay.
So, and I was one of the last people to join. So it was, I was just like hoping that, your worst nightmare is that you go on there and nobody turns, and then you make it on TV and you're like, nobody turned. Okay, that's it. But you know what? Everybody forgets. Nobody actually cares. So
True.
It's not the end of the world. But it was a great experience. I had the best time. In all honesty, they treated us great. And I loved my experience with them. And I'm still in touch with John, so.
Are you still in touch? I was wondering about that. I had a letter. He sent you a letter.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not going to show up, but tell me a little bit of why did he send you a letter?
How did you know that?
I read the letter. I don't know where I found it.
Oh.
I find a lot of stuff.
Okay. He did. He sent me a really nice, really, really sweet letter just saying, he told me I should go to New York. He was like, you should really try your luck at Broadway. And get out of LA. And when John Legend tells you to go to New York, you just pack your bags and you move. So I did.
Well, I have a video. I think it's you on the show. And I just have to. I pulled it off your website.
Oh shoot! All right.
Let me see if I can play it. Hang on a second.
I haven't seen that in a minute.
Well, it says Lana Love, amazing high notes. You do have an incredible voice, by the way.
Thanks.
On Mandy Moore's Candy, The Voice blind audition. Is that The Voice?
Yeah.
Okay. I was a little confused there for a minute. Anyway, you sip on your coffee and we'll check it out. Let me see if I can share this. First, let me see. Hold on. Let me see if it will play. Oh, yeah. There it is. I don't want to give it away. Okay, so everybody at home, everybody watching, the chat room's filling up a little bit, and we're going to take call-ins tonight to the show to talk to Lana Love. You can ask her anything you want, I think.
Just about.
So everything is off the table or on the table. Which one is it? I'm not sure. But we're going to go ahead and play a video. Now, Lana was on The Voice, and that was, I think, Battle 22, and she was on Team Legend at the time. And this is just a clip of the show. It's pretty interesting, and I want to play it just to kind of break the ice here. And I've got a few other video clips I want to play tonight as well. So we're just going to go ahead and share it real quick. So sit back, relax, grab a drink, and enjoy yourself. Here we go.
I'm so addicted to the loving that you're feeding to me. Can't do without it. This feeling's got me weak in the knees. Oh yeah, my body's in withdrawal every time you take it away. Yeah. Can you hear me calling, begging you to come out and play? Baby, come to me and show me who you are. Wait till like sugar to my heart. I'm craving for you. I'm missing you like candy. I'm craving for you. I'm missing you like candy.
Pretty cool. Wow, that was pretty cool. Very cool. Wow, well, that was amazing. That was how was that? How was that experience? Give us a little idea.
Oh my gosh. It's so fun to watch it back because so many things were running through my head that it was just like such an overwhelming blur, you know? And I'm like a couple years removed from it now, so watching it back is really fun. And like my mom's so cute. I have a cute mom. She fell to the floor. She just went right. She went right to the floor. So, but no, it was an amazing experience. And
that's her baby girl up there on national television. You know,
yeah.
How exciting is that?
Yeah, it was cool. It was really cool. If I went back, I'd do it differently, though.
Well, you know, we kind of all say that, right? I mean, we could have done it better. Could have done it better. You know, I used to say that about every concert I ever played. You know, I was a lead singing back in the 80s, you know, with Danger. And every concert I played, I said, man, I could have done that a little bit better, you know? So, you know, because
hindsight.
That's what makes you a perfectionist, makes you good at what you do, is because you never quite achieve what you really want to get out of yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's like
you expect more from yourself.
Yeah, I think we always want more, just as humans.
Always, and that's what makes you great. Whether you're a songwriter, a singer, dancer, whatever, acting. Everybody strives to be better than they are, and that's what makes them great. If you stop, you know, of course, that's it. You're done. Yeah. So you just never stop, and that's what gives you the jitters. You ever get the butterflies when you go out on stage?
I do, and it's the best. It's
still
changed
get nervous
for me. Yeah, but I like it. Now I use it. It makes me feel alive. So
that's called experience. You're used to it, and you've learned how to channel it. Channel that nervous vibe that you get that makes you even better. And I used to sit back when I was playing the Roxy and the Whiskey, I'd sit back on the stairway, and I didn't want anybody bugging me for like 15, 20 minutes. And then the band would get out there and they'd get all set, and I'll just fly out on stage and just, you know, my hair on fire.
I love it. Yeah, everybody's got their pre-show ritual.
You got to have a pre-show ritual, man.
Yeah.
You know?
See, mine is opposite, though. Mine is I want people to bug me.
Okay.
I
Okay.
I
I gotcha.
specifically seek out people in the audience and make eye contact with them, and I'm like, "Hey, I'm Lana. Hey, how's your night?" Because I know that later on during the show, I'll be like, "Remember we talked earlier and you liked me." So,
Oh, that's funny.
yeah.
Now, I have a few videos queued up, but I really want to hear more from you about your career. And you've done so much. And then the Netflix thing, you did a little bit, there with the Malinche thing. And if you had a choice to focus on one area, what would it be? You know, if you had to if someone said, "I need you to focus on this," which one would it be?
I would be a full-time artist.
Okay.
It would be music. I would
Okay.
make an album. I still haven't made an album yet. There are things that I still want to do. But I will tell you what pays the bills
Right.
is
Yeah.
sync.
Okay. I got you.
So I was able to recently be on Law and Order. I don't know
I
if
was, I was I
you
was
knew
just
that.
looking at that, right? Sorry, I'm Human, EP, and Scar Tissue. And something about Lost Boys featuring Ghostface Killa, and
Killa,
recently
yeah.
featured on iHeartRadio. And then I was looking at Law and Order, and I lost it. I was just looking at it. Anyway, tell me a little bit about how that all got. Here it is, original song Tower, which I'm going to play next. It's a video, music video, and it's featured on Law and Order and on-screen acting appearance. Was that now? I watched part of it and I was looking for you. So tell me what was your involvement in Law and Order?
Yeah, it was kind of cool how it came about. It was one of those things where, like, I do a lot better when I don't have to audition, to be honest.
Me too.
And I just kind of, somebody hears something that of work I've already put out and is like, hey, this is perfect for this thing. And so they said, hey, we're looking for, a Paramore type, which I don't know about that, but kind of like a Haley Williams, and we need an original song that is not signed by a label. And
Gotcha.
I said, well, I happen to be, independent and I own all my music and I've
Right.
got clearances for all my licensing. So that paycheck for me, like, covered all of my expenses that I had spent
Wow.
on making my entire album.
That's incredible.
But I owned the song, so I owned the intellectual property to it. I acted in it. I'm getting residual income from all three streams. So it was like
Wow.
one of those moments where I'm like, oh, all of my skills get to come together to die on camera. Can't wait.
How awesome.
So so
Awesome.
that was cool. So if I had my choice, honestly, I would still do it all. I would still do it all.
Well, you got to pay the bills too,
I
right?
got to pay. A girl's
And
got to eat.
and we know that music by itself doesn't really pay the bills
Hmm.
unless you're just huge and you're on tour and you're just downloading millions of views every day.
Hmm.
That's the only way you're going to see a dime in the music business.
Yep,
It kind of sucks because
it
they've
does.
taken advantage of music artists all over the world. And I have a guest that called me the other day. He goes, "Man, Dean, let's talk about the record companies. Let's talk about the music industry, and let's talk about the dirty part. The part that takes our money and doesn't give us a dime. And there's millions and millions of downloads going on every day, and everybody's profiting, and they're getting the advertising money for like Spotify, iHeartRadio, Pandora. I can go on and on. They're making millions, and we're still out there going, "Where's mine?"
Hmm.
And tell me a little bit about
Yeah,
your experience with that and the music side.
I'm almost like, where do I start?
Well, I know it's a big conversation, but have you
Yeah.
have you have you are you kind of done with it? You're like, okay, I already know that I'm not going to make money there, and that's why you did look for other. It's smart to diversify your talents into acting, television, film, theater, dance, wherever you want to go, because you have those talents. Why not? Why not make it?
Well, it's kind of like, I really had to ask myself, what direction do I want to go? And I was seeing where Broadway was going, which was now they're hiring famous stars to come in and put butts in seats. And so I
Really?
went, oh, yeah. I mean, for the lead role, yes. So I was thinking, in my 20s, I was like, oh, well, why don't I just become famous and then I can come back to Broadway? That was my thinking, which, look, I was the Twinkie of the moment for 15 minutes and it was a fun ride. And then I lost it all and then I got it again and then I lost it again. It's like whatever. Fame does not equal money.
Right. No, I got you.
And that's very important. But most people don't know that. It's actually very expensive to be famous.
It is.
Very.
It is.
Because you have so many more people you got to pay. You have to have continued press. And if you're riding a wave of momentum and you are doing a TV show, you better have a press team. You better have people that are putting you on radio and
Yeah. No, I got you.
You better be everywhere. So it's been an interesting ride. I will say, the place that I have actually made money is in intellectual property. It's in owning my own material. There's only one song I've ever put out that I don't own.
There was a cover you did. Is that the cover? Yeah.
Yes.
What was the name of that cover?
Take Me to Church.
Take Me to Church. It was a cover by Hozier.
Uh-huh.
Hozier. Okay.
Yeah.
Speaking of that, I was looking at your magazine cover and Hollywood magazine cover, and I forgot to put it in as a slide. But anyway, no big deal. But do you mind if I play that video since we're talking about it?
Please do.
It's Take Me to Church. And that was a great song, by the way.
Thanks. Well, we can credit Hozier for those lyrics.
Hozier? Yes, we will.
Because he owns the rights.
We're just going to play it. Hopefully they don't take it down. We're just going to play it on behalf of the fact that you got to perform it. You know what I'm saying? And if sometimes YouTube will take them down. So if that happens, I'll just take it out. But the live show, usually I get to play what I want. So let's go ahead and play it. And this is Take Me to Church, Lana Love, and Kalido, Take Me to Church by Hozier. It's a Hozier cover and written by Hozier. Did I pronounce it right?
Yeah, Hozier. Yeah, Hozier? I think so. Hozier.
Are we both trying to guess how to pronounce that?
Yeah, I think it's Hozier. Yeah.
Hozier?
Yeah.
Hozier. That just sounds so Hozier.
Yeah, it does. Sounds
good.
Good.
Anyway, everybody out there, this is the Dean Von Music podcast show with Lana Love tonight. And boy, she's done a lot. And we're going to play a music video, Take Me to Church, written by Hozier. And she performed it, and it's really good. So I'm going to play it for you right now. So sit back, relax, enjoy, and crank it up. Here we go.
Our love has got humor. She's the giggle at a funeral. Knows everybody's disapproval. I should have worshipped her sooner. If the heavens ever did speak, she's the last true mouthpiece. Every Sunday's getting more clean. A fresh poison each week. We were born sick, but I love it. We were born sick, but I love but I love it.
So tell me a little bit, your experience with that video was amazing. Where was that shot?
That was shot on the coldest day in New York.
Oh my
Actually, it was like 6 degrees.
What a nice setting. The beautiful setting. Where was it?
It was on the top of, at the fashion house that I, sometimes they actually styled me for this. And they said, well, why don't we just go up on the roof? And there's a cool little tower, and then the Empire State Building was right there. So it's in Hell's Kitchen.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
And then my producer's in Italy, and so he shot in Italy, and we went back and forth, and he edited the video actually, and so it was cool.
No, who's that playing the electronic drums in the front?
That's Nick Colito.
That's Nick Colito. Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I think I'm saying his producer name right. I know him as Nick, but yeah, Colito is his.
But and you said you would do it all. You're going to continue to do it all because music, acting, dancing, it pays the bills, and you have to diversify in the music. If you're an artist and you have those talents, I agree 100%. And I do a lot of things. I make money doing other things. I do voiceovers. I have a recording studio. That's where I'm at. Record companies hire me to write songs for them. So I've written over 100 songs, and mostly rock and roll and some kind of jazzy stuff. And I'm also a keyboard player myself. In fact, that's my first instrument. I'm a piano player. Yeah. Love the piano. And when I sit down on the piano and all my keyboards, I write differently. I don't write the heavy rock and roll that I like to play. And but I do voiceovers too, because a lot of these agencies, they want a voice for something, whether it's a commercial, a TV show. I'm on Backstage. I don't know if you've heard of that. I'm on backstage.com. So I have a profile. So you got to pay the bills. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. You've got to diversify your talents to pay the bills. And I have hundreds of friends that are famous musicians. My friend Carlos Cavazzo, guitar player for Quiet Riot. He's out playing with Stephen Pearcy of Rat right now. And, they're out playing live, and I don't know if they need the money or not, but I got to tell you, they're still out there trying to make it. It's like, and they've already done it at the biggest level in rock and roll, and they're still out there playing music and touring and making money. So I'm not going to get into their finances, but I'm guessing at a certain level, they're still having to get out there and make as much money as they can to pay the bills. And their main talent is music. They're a guitar player, a singer, whatever. So, and I know I'm taking this a little bit further than I wanted to, but I'm talking about, it's music by itself is a struggle, especially with the music business the way it is.
It's really important to have these conversations and just be honest about them.
Yeah.
Because I think a lot of people see, someone like me and think, oh, well, she, maybe she made it, maybe she didn't, I don't know what they think, but like, y'all, I'm fighting.
We're all fighting.
We're all fighting. I have my own vocal teaching company that I develop other artists. I write for other projects. Nice. I can't always, of course I would love to be a full-time artist, but it's just not even like the sense doesn't make sense. The sense is in sensing. And the industry needs to change. And I feel, and this is something that actually I'd like to share. I've never shared this before. I would really like my goal in life is to build my own ecosystem. I would love to be able to pay artists fairly. Why can't? And I think maybe if no one's doing it, maybe what if I just built it and here's your label, here's the funding, and I'd love to start a 501c3 for young girls that's safe and have a safe space for them to put out their music, and they don't have to worry about, I hate to say it, but
what a great idea.
Men in the industry taking advantage of them.
No, I absolutely.
Not that all men do, but I'm just saying that there aren't those places in those spaces don't exist.
Right.
At least they didn't exist when I needed them. So I became the person that I needed.
Yeah.
You become the mentor that you needed at the time because no one's been through what you've been through. So it's like,
And they need a voice. They need a voice on that side of the spectrum.
So I'd love to change. I'd love to change things.
Well, and you're still young. You still have a lot of opportunity to get in there and change, because the record companies are kind of like gone away. The record companies that we grew up with, they're not really doing what they used to do. Capitol Records, EMI, Elektra.
Not at all.
They've lost all their deals. They're making money where they can. And now when somebody gets signed, it's a distribution. It's a marketing contract.
Yeah.
They're not taking you in the studio and recording your record. We're doing that ourselves.
You have to do it. Right. You have to do it. Yeah. I just signed with Empire.
Yeah. Oh, I know Empire.
And well, our mutual friend Ruben.
I know Ruben, yeah.
And not to get into like super nitty-gritty contractual things, but my deal with them is non-exclusive.
Right.
But I have to deliver the record. It's not like they go, I fund it. I'm still funding my own career.
Yep.
And I have this whole time put every dollar I ever made back into music, and that was the dumbest decision I ever made.
Well, it sounds like television was kind of like a nice angle for you.
I bet on myself. I didn't bet on the industry, because the industry is fickle, and it will tell you that you are worthless, but that is not true. So I had to find other ways to fund my very expensive habit of making music.
Well, if they can make you small, that means they have to pay you less. If they can belittle you and go, you're not really that great.
Yeah.
In fact, we're not only gonna pay you this now.
Right.
You gotta have your own label. You have like the Beatles.
Saying.
That happened way back in the Beatles. They saw the writing on the wall. Yep. Apple Records.
Yep. Totally. That's what I'm saying. Like, have your own ecosystem, build your own table, cut some wood, invite the best to sit at it.
And make some money in between. Yeah. And it sounds to me like you've done that, and I hope you're still doing that. I
am. It's a slow burn. I think once you find the right collaborators, you can move quickly. But I think if there's ever a hole in your ship, you got to cut. And in this business, there's a lot of holes and a lot of ships.
You have some great songs. We didn't really talk too much. We've been talking about a little bit of everything. You also wanted to talk a little bit about the music business and the copyright.
Yeah.
So I'm just kind of playing a little background music, just showing off your voice. This was Lost Boys. Great song. Is that you on the piano?
Yeah.
Don't fuck with Lost Boys. I don't fuck with Lost Boys. You're pulling on my strings to take control of me. Lost boy. You want my sympathy, right? You a symphony. Lost boy. Put you on a pedestal higher than my own.
Your voice is so dynamic.
Thank you.
It's not monotone. It goes with feeling. When I say dynamic, and I'm a singer, so I listen to all the accents, soft coming in, powerful vocals, back down to soft. It makes people listen. They're listening to your voice.
Thanks. Yeah, I have to say, opera really, the amount of control that I have is not. It came from years and years of just like classical, but then I stripped it back.
Well, you learned how to strip it back, because I know some opera singers that they're just loud all the time. Mm-hmm. They come in and they're loud all the time, and they're powerful, and that's what opera's all about. For you to turn that into, like when you get into pop music or, I don't know, hip hop or whatever.
Yeah.
There's times when you got to bring your voice down and soft and dynamic, right? And that's something you learn.
Yes.
You learn how to sing, and then you learn how to control it.
Yeah.
Like, you can't just belt it out all the time.
No, and I think of songs as like energy graphs.
Right.
So like you got to give yourself somewhere to go. So if you start at a 10, then you gave your cookie away too soon. I don't give my cookie away like that. It's expensive, okay? It's expensive.
That's a good analogy, because when I was singing rock and roll, even when I was screaming my, brains out, I would come out on stage and I would always lead up to it. The way I wrote songs, I'd lead up to it and then I'd belt it out at the end. But and that's just another story. But anyway, I wanted to talk about something else, and I'm looking over here, and we had Take Me to Church, and then you had Tripping Over Blurred Lines. And there was one video, a bit risque. It was very, a lot of men around. They were in a bathtub, I think. And I'm like, should I play that? And I was going to leave it up to you, actually. And then I know you want to talk. Now, let's get back to what you wanted to talk about. You were telling me in the pre-interview, you want to talk a little bit about copyright issues and things that you feel strong about in the music industry. So take the floor. It's all yours.
Yeah, it's something that became really important to me because I got burned really badly early on, which actually turned out to be the best thing ever because I never learned the same lesson twice. So I realized I didn't have anybody, my 24-year-old self ended up writing something that worked and made millions of dollars. And I had my name nowhere on it.
Oh, wow.
Because I had signed a work for hire as a session singer, not knowing that I'd end up writing the thing, rewriting it. So it really is kind of like, not a warning necessarily, but just if anyone's listening who's an artist, protect yourself. I didn't know the business, and it's called the music business, not the music. It's the business of music.
This is the business.
That's right. And this is chess.
Yeah.
This is not a game of checkers.
Right.
You really have to understand it holistically in order to play the game. And I think in terms of copyright, I'm now co-chair of USIPA, which is the United States Intellectual Property Alliance, and I'm on the board of Copyright Alliance as well.
Good.
And so I work with the government, and I work with these people who are making policies. And the problem is that the back end of the music business is very complicated. It really is. It took me years to fully understand, what are my master rights versus my licensing, how I license something. One thing I'm going to say, the money is in publishing. The money is in syncing your song to something else.
Right.
That's how I've made money, at least.
No, that's how you make your money.
Touring. It's not even touring anymore. Right. Not for the artist, because the artist has to pay for everything.
No, the sync licensing. I have a distributor, and I'm signed up for sync licensing. And if a movie or something like that was to come about and want to use my songs, they could use them, and they're out there right now available.
It's that, and then also AI is not allowed.
Good.
Which is good.
Yeah.
So Absolutely. It's the only place that is still untampered with.
Right.
That we're still safe as musicians. So I see that as a gold mine. I think it's worth investing in. And then the last thing I'll say, and whenever I talk to, somebody who's like in the government or, saying, oh, well, how can we do better? I'm like, well, artists need 3 things minimum to be safe to create, and that is consent, which is not happening with AI, credit, which is not happening with AI, and compensation, which is not happening with AI.
It's brand new and it's out of control.
Yeah.
And I think we need someone like you to get in there and rewrite those policies and change the way things are being handled.
Well, and it's not just someone like me. I think it's all of us.
Yeah, it is.
Having this conversation and really understanding the landscape, because the problem is that artists have been taken advantage of since the dawn of time.
Absolutely.
There's a street artist. Remember Banksy, I think it was? He would just paint, in Italy, he was painting and on the side of the street. Meanwhile, giving it away for $20. But if you sell it from the MoMA, it's $1 million. That's the problem, is that how do you put a price tag on intellectual property?
Good point.
We're still trying to figure that out. I don't know that we ever have.
Well, and you mentioned AI, and it's brought up a whole new conversation, and everyone's being taken advantage of, as you know. And there's some country artists up in arms because their riffs are being taken and used in other songs, and those songs are going viral.
Mine was taken too. That song you just played.
Yeah.
Somebody took me and Ghostface Killah and made a Lost Boys another rendition of it.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That's insane.
So, I think it's happening all over the place.
It is.
There's no regulation.
It needs to be like a lot of things. It needs to be deregulated or regulated. It's out of control, and I don't even want to go there because that's a whole nother conversation. Mm-hmm. And I want to talk a little bit more about you in TV. Actually, I had a video. You were behind the scenes with Law and Order. And I was looking at it. I'm going, that must have been fun. And I don't know if that's something you want to show or anything.
Yeah,
but tell me your experience with that. Hold on, I'm just looking at it. You were going to somebody's dressing room.
Oh yeah. You can show that. That's fun.
Well, it's like it looks like it's like a on Instagram or something like that. What is it? But I mean, I don't know.
Probably
what is. Did you get to meet the cast? I watch Law and Order all the time.
Yeah, I did. I just, I just had the best time.
Yeah.
I had the best time. I mean, they're so professional. They've been doing it for so many years that it's like clockwork. I'm such a nerd about wonderful productions that are just like at 2:24, Lana gets in a car to go to X location, and then she's going to be here for 26 minutes, and then goes it. So it's very like, they just are so in flow with it. And I will say, Nestor is the best male director that I have ever worked with in my entire career. Period.
Nestor?
Point blank. Nestor Carbonell. He is the kindest, sweetest, most generous male director that I have ever met and worked with, and he made that experience for me. It changed my whole outlook on working with men in a powerful position.
And again, I'll pull the tower in the tower.
This is behind the scenes.
Put your guard down, baby.
There you are.
They say love is where the heart is. Don't go looking for love where you lost it. Throw your hands up, put the gun down, baby. Put another round, but you can't take a real one down. Swing, swing.
Wow. So that was a short clip. So tell me a little bit about that. So I see a makeup, and I actually watched a clip. Were you killed in that Law and Order? Is that why there's blood?
I think I could say it now. I mean, yes.
Is it already out?
It's out.
Okay.
So yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I
what
literally.
What episode? What season? What episode? What year? What year?
It was this year.
26.
Yeah, it just happened.
And what can I look up the episode and see?
Yeah, it's like episode 10.
Okay, I'll find it.
But it was this last season. Yeah.
Is your name? Can if I Google it?
Yeah.
Okay. And were you like a star in it, or did you?
I was like a rising star, and I got to sing my song. We had like 300 extras. It was crazy. They rented out the Brooklyn whatever huge joint. And I got to sing my song and then die. It was like it was my dream. Honestly, it's my dream. Like, I could have gone right there and been like, I'm good. Thanks, guys.
Yeah. How many days in production for you?
I want to say it was like 2 weeks total.
You were there on set for 2 weeks?
No, I was only on set for like 3 days, 3 or 4 days. But then we had fittings and, the whole process. But it was very quick. And I will say, Nestor fought to have my song in there because I wrote it.
Good.
And that was very cool of him.
And that song, the name of that song was?
Tower.
There it is. I see it.
Yeah.
Now, is there a video on Tower?
There is. You can. It's a visualizer, so it's like repeated. It just kind of like loops.
Okay, let's just play the music on it.
Yeah.
Let's see here. It's
hot. It's hot.
I'm going to play the song because it was in Law and Order, and she was she thinks maybe season 10. Law and Order, and maybe you can look it up and find Lana Love, and she's a rising rock star, and I think she gets killed in the series. So I'm going to find it myself, and I'm going to play it. But right now, I'm going to play the song that they played on Law and Order by Lana Love, and let's give it a listen and sit back and relax. Here we go. Let's play it.
I put a tower in the tarot. I ask for love, you give me arrows. Oh, oh. Throw the cards out, put your guard down, baby. Let the dogs out, or they might go crazy. You said home is where the heart is. Well, you can bless my heart, I'm from the south, bitch. Oh, oh. Throw your hands up, put the gun down, baby. Load another round, but it still won't faze me. Bang, bang, there goes my heart again. Swing, swing, killing me soft again. I pulled a tower in the tarot. I asked for love and they gave me arrows. Throw the cards up, put your guard down, baby. Let the dogs out, or they might go crazy. They say home is where the heart is. Don't go looking for love where you lost it. Throw your hands up, put the gun down, baby. Load another round, but you can't take a real one down. No, you can't take a real one down. No, you can't take a real one down. I'll put the puzzle back together. Pieces of our past like they used sever. Oh, oh. Sober up and lie to your therapist. Eyes wide shut, you're so unaware of it. Hey, you think you got the answer. I'm haunted, but I try not to remember. Oh, oh, yeah, pack your bag up, get a move on, baby. Let the past go, cause it's never changing. Bang, bang, there goes my heart again.
Wow.
Swing, swing, killing me soft again. Again, again, again. I pulled a tower in the tarot. I asked for love and they gave me arrows. Throw the cards up, put your guard down, baby. Let the dogs out, or they might go crazy. They say home is where the heart is. Don't go looking for love where you lost it. Throw your hands up, put the gun down, baby. Load another round, but you can't take a real one down. No, you can't take a real one down. No, you can't take a real one. No, you can't take a real one down. No, you can't take a real one down.
Right, it was pretty hot. Pretty hot singer. You should have done more with that. Did they just loop it? Or?
Listen, give me a budget.
Okay, you only have 30 seconds. That's it. We're not doing any more.
That's right.
That was great. No, I'm just kidding. No, really great. I mean,
Thanks.
I should do more stuff like that.
Yeah.
I don't do enough videos. But, what a great song. And now you wrote that
Thanks.
song. What year did you write that?
I wrote that last year. Yeah.
Last year. So you've done a lot in the last few years. None of this is ancient. This is all current stuff.
It's pretty current. Yeah. I wrote it last year. That was when I worked with Ghostface Killah and the Wu-Tang Clan. So I met him while I had just done The Voice, and I got into some trouble with copyright, and
Right.
I was fighting it, and I ended up losing the battle because the contract was set in another country, and in the end they ended up paying me off because I told the truth.
Right.
But it hardly even covered my lawyer's fees.
Oh, my gosh.
So I lost everything. And I had moved, but John was like, go to New York. And I was like, you know what? I'm getting out of LA. I'm done. So I moved to New York. I got myself a serving job. And I was serving, the Wu-Tang Clan came in that night.
Wow.
And I was serving them champagne. And then a friend of mine knew that I was on The Voice, and she lived at the Chelsea Hotel, was where I worked.
Right.
And she hops onto, she's wasted. But she's so fierce. I loved it. And she's got
That's
this
great.
red hair, and she hops on top of the piano like this. And she's like, Lana has to sing. And she just made this big scene in front of everybody. And here it's like 2 o'clock in the morning.
Nice.
And they're like, well, if this girl is like kind of freaking out, you should probably sing. And I was like, okay. And,
How fun.
again, I was trying to get out of the business.
Right. Good luck.
I end up playing, and then his team was like, come to the studio. And that's how all of this started.
Wow. What a great story.
Pretty wild.
If you have those kind of talents, someone's going to bring you back. Someone's going to hear it and bring you in. That's kind of what happened to me. I took 10 years off, and all of a sudden I'm thrown back into it again.
That's cool.
I took 10 years off, man. I was so sick of the music business.
Yeah.
I had Dick Clark Productions after me. I was playing as a young kid, long blonde hair. And I was leads. And Dick Clark Productions came backstage at the Roxy or Gazzari's or one of those. And they said, we want you, but we don't want your band. They were putting together their own band. And they looked gay as hell. And I'm like, I am not going anywhere with you fucking guys.
Listen, yeah, of course they are. Of course they,
But let me get back to Scar Tissue. We were talking about, this is one of your latest releases, I think.
Yeah, just last month. Okay,
just last month. So just released Sorry I'm Human and the EP and Scar Tissue. And so talk a little bit about that. And I'm probably going to go ahead and play Scar Tissue. Is there a video on that?
There is, yeah.
Okay, and I have a note here. And is that the one I was talking about earlier? The
I
bathtub?
think so.
The man?
Oh no.
That was another video. Okay.
We can get into that later.
Let's talk about Scar Tissue. The song.
Let's do it.
First of all, what did you write it about? And,
I wrote it about losing my best friend at the time. And I think there's a lot of love songs, but there's not a lot of platonic love songs. And sometimes you have a falling out with a friend that you've had maybe for 10 years or whatever. And I wrote it about that.
Well, let me pull up the video and see what it looks like. So,
it's kind of one of the, and I will say before we watch the video, again, it's kind of in visualizer format, and I did that purposefully, but I did not plan this, but I did know it was going to rain, and I didn't have enough money to have a rain machine the way that I wanted to. So I was like, when's it going to rain? And I'm checking the weather, and I'm like, it's going to rain at 7 p.m. We are going, and we're all going to get wet. And not only did it rain, but it monsooned out of nowhere.
It's Lana Love, Scar Tissue, brand new song out, and we're going to watch a clip of it right now. Here we go.
Gave you my heart, but you wanted my soul. I traded my love for a pedestal. Used to be my idol till your secrets went viral. I'm still in denial. You said what you said. We've all got a dark side. At least I respect mine. You covered up your lies with promises. Now I've got scar tissue, I miss the you. Now I got scar tissue, I miss the you. And time is fading, this soul tattoo left a mark, I can't fix it. Then blame me for shooting first. No, we were stuck in a cycle. My emotions would spiral. My words can get vile. I say what I said. We've all got a dark side. At least I accept mine. You covered up your lies with bandages. Now I got scar tissue. No, 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 I can't let you go. Now I got scar tissue. Now I got scar tissue. Now I got scar tissue. I miss like you. I know time is fading. This old tattoo left a mark. I can't fix you. Scar tissue. Can't fix you. Scar tissue. Scar tissue. I miss like you. I know time is fading. This old tattoo left a mark. I can't fix you.
Wow, wow. I was looking for the rain.
Well, you saw like the dress was just like
Yeah.
sideways. It's hard to see the rain. It looked like it was like the resolution was a little
Funny.
wonky, but
Yeah, yeah.
hopefully you could replay it and
Well, if I can get when I redo this and I put it back out, if I could get actually original copy of those videos, just send me the MP4s and I'll put them in the show, and they just turn out much better, But that I didn't.
do that.
I only watched a clip of that earlier, and I thought it was a loop. I didn't know you did the whole video.
Yeah, it's cool. So what I did is I sped up. I don't know if you noticed, but like at one point during the hooks, it slows down.
Oh yeah, okay. Oh, that's what.
So
okay.
when I filmed it, I sped up my lyrics. And so I had to sing them double time, and I was on the swing. I couldn't hear shit, and the rain is coming down. Like everything got wet. I destroyed every piece of equipment that we had. Like, yeah. Well, the camera's okay. The camera's okay.
The video I was talking about earlier was at the Redlands Bowl. It was and it was 6,000 seat amphitheater.
Yeah.
And you were live with an orchestra, and you were playing the piano. Now I did watch that one, the whole thing. Yeah. Is that something you might want to show the audience?
I would love to. It's actually the thing I'm most proud of.
Is it really?
It is.
And you were well, tell me a little bit about it before I play it. First of all, how did it come about? And how did you meet everybody involved? And then to get that big orchestra behind you. Who orchestrated that? Excuse the pun.
Yeah, no, my dear friend Edgar Sandoval orchestrated that. And again, it was for my mentor, Frank Fetta. And he goes, I want you to have original music in the show. And that was something really important to me. And and so this was an original song that I wrote during the pandemic. Oh. And the song is about Marylin Munroe.
Oh, we just watched the documentary on her last night.
Oh, cool. Yeah, it's like me as her.
No
kind
kidding.
of is. Yeah, that was how I actually lived in Beverly Hills.
Oh my gosh, that's so amazing.
And so it was like this weird, messed up, kind of place.
I got you. But we just watched.
Got me.
We watched Marilyn Munroe, and I sat down.
That's cool.
Yeah, and here you are talking about it, and you actually were portraying her, basically.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
Lois is going to love this because she loves Marilyn Munroe. What a sad story.
Yes, agreed.
Let's go ahead and play it.
Marilyn Munroe.
You just said Marilyn Munroe, I believe.
Yep.
Hollywood is a place where they will pay you $1,000 for a kiss and 50 cents for your soul. I want a marble house in Beverly Hills. I wanna get so high that I don't feel. Lying naked on the sofa, kick my feet up in slow motion. I wanna say your name like I don't know you. I wanna dive drunk on a Sunday night. I wanna speed into the morning light. Throw my money out the window, kiss somebody that I don't know. You're gonna say my name like Marilyn Munroe. pull it through your heart. Don't let her do that to you. 'Cause there's nothing as real as breaking a heart. And American love, American love. American love. I put my makeup on and cry again, but I'm still the coolest chick of all my friends. 'Cause I traded all my problems for champagne colored diamonds. You're gonna say my name, say my name. And they could do that to you. She'll put a bullet through your heart. Don't let her do that to you. 'Cause there's nothing as real as breaking a heart. Yeah. Oh, American love, American love. Oh, American love. Hey. White linen dripping off my diamond skin, make you wanna say sorry. Not going to your party. I don't have any problems. All the champagne and the money. Got everything I wanted. But there's nothing as real as American I want a marble house in Beverly Hills.
Wow, that's amazing. That was insane. I mean, that really kind of put chills down my spine on that one.
I appreciate that,
How about you
especially
watching
coming
it?
from a rocker, because you know. There's a lot of rock in that, actually. It's
No,
like,
you get very emotional and dynamic, and your voice just goes through the fucking roof on that. I mean, your range is incredible, and you control it so well as a vocalist, as a singer. And it's just amazing to see. And I know Lois is in there going, "Oh my God, she's freaking out," because we just watched this. Marilyn Monroe, it's just, she was like on top of the world, and the men in her life took advantage of her. And in the end, everybody wanted a piece of her, and they just ripped her apart.
I feel like that is my story.
And
Many young women's stories.
It is.
And that's why I wrote it, because it's still happening. Now, I didn't die. I'm still here. But while I'm still here, you best believe I'm going to talk about it.
Damn right. Damn right. And don't be afraid of anything and anyone in any industry, for that matter, especially the music business.
Took me a long time to learn that, because I was very afraid, because I just didn't understand.
You weren't alone. You weren't alone. And not just women, and men got taken advantage of too.
Yes.
But I think for the most part, the women were really pulled apart, and especially the ones with all the talent, acting, dancing. Marilyn Monroe, for one.
Yeah.
She was a huge star, so big, the president wanted a piece of her. Frank Sinatra, all of the big stars. She was just torn apart, and she was so vulnerable. Unfortunately, she didn't have anybody looking out after her. I think there was, who was it, her husband, the baseball star. Anyway, he looked after her, but he just couldn't win. You can't win. You can't beat the big game, the industry, and the powerful people.
Yeah, so make your own.
Make your own. And you keep fighting, like we talked about earlier. You keep fighting.
I do.
And
you do too. You're here 10 years later.
I'm still here, man. I'm still rocking.
Yeah.
And I'd like to put together the band again, but I keep saying that. And I'm surrounded by great artists and musicians. I'm a songwriter. I play all the instruments. And I still write. And when I write, I end up writing piano ballads and whatever. But I want to get back to writing some rock and roll, man. I want to get out there back on stage. You know?
Do it.
Yeah.
Do it.
Well, I want to.
Yeah.
I just got to get off the chair and do it, And the podcast show's taking a lot of my time, but I enjoy talking to people like yourself, amazing artists with amazing talents that have done a lot and probably deserve a hell of a lot more than what the business has given you, because they're trying to take from us. They're taking our talent, they're taking our money, and they don't give a crap.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, I didn't do it for the money. I did it because I loved it more than I loved myself. And then I had to learn how to protect myself and my talent from the sharks. And I think I've done a pretty damn good job. And I'm protecting other women as well. And that's very important to me.
And in fact, you're doing something with your life, and you're actually combating a situation that will not be fixed unless somebody speaks up.
Yeah. And I'm not afraid to be blacklisted. So I'll just I'll just say that shit.
You remind me of a friend of mine, Christina. Anyway.
Hopefully in a good way.
No, she's tough like you. She's tough. This is one of my favorite songs. I'm sorry, but
break my bones, trash my reputation. I'm in stitches over you, just not the kind you want. At night when you dream of me, think of the possibilities.
I almost know all the words.
You better choose carefully, 'cause I won't show you mercy. See you in the dark, poison in your heart. Take your medicine, main ingredient. Can you keep a secret like Victoria?
Yeah, I love it, man. Is there a video on this song as well?
Yeah.
Did I play it tonight? I don't think I did. Oh.
That's it. That's the video.
That's it?
Well, the picture you have.
Oh, the one behind me.
Yeah.
I think that's the one I really liked. I'm gonna play. Oh, that one. Hold on a second. Yeah, I gotta play it. I was gonna wrap up, but you mind if I play it? I know it's getting late out there.
Let's play it. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Hold on. Are we gonna play Antidote by Lana Love? Here we go.
Didn't know I was bulletproof till I took your shot. I've been having deja vu, try to catch me off guard. 16 styles can break my bones, trash my reputation. I'm in stitches over you, just not the kind you want. At night when you dream of me, think of the possibilities. You better choose carefully, 'cause I won't show you mercy. See you in the dark, poison in your heart. Take your medicine, main ingredient. Can you keep a secret like Victoria? I am not an angel, I am not a devil. I'm the antidote. Take your medicine. Let me catch a fashion fire, cue up the choir, getting higher, drink it down slow. Even the elixir isn't gonna fix you. Love you, but I gotta let you go. You're too maniacal. Poison ivy on your tongue, but I'm the hero one. Baby, I'm immune to you. Won't get a reaction when you dream of me. Think of the possibilities. You better choose carefully, 'cause you won't see me come. See you in the dark, poison in your heart. Take your medicine, main ingredient. Can you keep a secret like Victoria? I am not an angel, I am not a devil. I'm the antidote. Take your medicine. Let me again. Doctor, we got a problem. 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 Doctor, can you help? See you in the dark, listen in your heart. Take your medicine, any ingredient. Can you keep a secret like Victoria? I am not an angel, I am not a devil. I'm the antidote. Take your medicine. I'm the
That's incredible. That song, that's one of my favorites. I don't know, it just gets me moving. I want to dance to it.
Thanks. So that was the last one I produced on that album. It was like, yeah, it was a fun. We made it in like 24 hours. It was one of those things. Like I wrote the song, I called the producer. I was like, we got to do this right now. Like
when all the dancers had to learn the choreography, right?
Well, yeah, they did. The process to make the music video was like quite a bit longer, but the song itself took like 48 hours.
That's an incredible song. And how's it? I think it had a lot of views if I looked at it up on Spotify.
Yeah, it did pretty well.
Everyone go out and get Lana's music. It's all over. It's in Spotify, iHeartRadio. Download it. Can they buy it straight from you? Is there like a website where they can go and buy it?
You know what they can do is that, and I've got some free resources too for those of you who like copyright and are interested in learning about it. But if you go to my website and my store, I've got merch available, and then I have a course, a singing course as well. With studio.
And your website is Lana.
It's lanalove.music.
Buy the music and check out the copyright stuff. I'm gonna have to go there and check it out myself. And that's pretty fascinating that you're doing that. And I really appreciate your hard work and everything you're doing for us artists out here, us musicians as well, us songwriters, artists.
Thank you.
And I know it's getting late out there.
Fighting the good fight out here.
Fighting the good fight. So I'm going to wrap up. Everyone, thank you for watching Lana Love and the Dean Von Music podcast show. And this is going to be all over YouTube, iHeartRadio, Pandora, Spotify, and it goes out to 104 countries. This podcast gets distributed over 50 different podcast platforms. So it goes to Japan, all over, Germany, Finland, Australia, and so I'm kind of spread out all over the world there. But I've had over 295,000 views in the last year or so.
You need the applause button.
People are watching. People are watching. No, you're right. I never give myself a hand.
You should. Can you give yourself a hand right now?
To the Dean Von Music podcast show. And I was introduced by Ruben. I was introduced by El Demonio.
Yeah.
And Ruben and I had a nice conversation about music, and he said, "Will you interview Lana?" And I said, "Absolutely." And you were on tour, or you were doing something, you were busy. So I had to wait for you to, settle down so I could get a hold of you or something like that. And you finally came on the show, and I'm very grateful that you made it to the show. So thank you very much.
Well, same. Thank you so much. This was really fun. I appreciate the conversation. And thank you to Ruben too.
Thank you, Ruben, if you're out there listening.
Thank you.
So we'll kind of end the show and stick around. I'm just going to run an outro video real quick. And it's just to say thank you for joining me on the show. And we're going to play a little music on the way out. Thank you, everyone. And don't forget to subscribe. And just click on that button and, join the show so you can watch all the other stuff. So thank you, Lana. Thank you very much, and good night.
Thank you, Dean. Good night.